Hello, this is Tracy and I'm back once again to share a brief video. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone that have already subscribed to my page and have been supporting me by listening to the videos that I've created so far. Today I'll briefly be talking about a conversation that I just recently had with my oldest brother. We talked briefly about how he determined I was actually his sister. It all ties back into a lot of what I share in the book that I've already written. It speaks a lot about children and the things that we go through, and also a video that I just recently spoke a little bit about having children. With the conversation that he and I had, and he shared with me how he became to realize that I was his sister, the first thing that got my attention right away immediately was the fact that he said he saw me walking down the street one day, and in his mind he said to himself, "My gosh, this looks like my sister." He has another sister and we look just alike. And he says, "Wow, she looks just like my sister." And he began sharing with another guy he was walking with. And it dawned on me that night, that is the saddest thing, that as a child, adolescent, and even an adult, have to walk across someone out in the street and realize that this is possibly my sister or possibly my brother. Again, from the last video that I've shared, this is not to throw shade at anyone. These are only my opinions and things that I have went through, because we all could use some room for growth and changing. So is myself. But saying all of that, I'd like to say again, we have to be mindful when we're creating these babies. As adults, we have to take responsibility when we're making babies out here. Regardless of how they came, these are still children that needs to know their siblings, needs to know their sister and brothers. So it's unfair that as adults, or even teenagers out here having babies, regardless of how that child was created. It could have been through adultery, it could have been through infidelity. Regardless of how that baby was born, as adults, we have to acknowledge what we've done wrong, and we have to take responsibility for our actions. Whether we lose a spouse, lose a significant other, at the end of the day, it's still about the children. I would say this until I die. It's about the children. I didn't have a relationship with my oldest sister for years. Literally up until about 2 years ago, and we are all from the same area. I have nieces and nephews that I walk past all of the times, and I don't even know that they're my nieces and nephews unless, for example, once again, my brother said, "You know, my daughter saw you and she said you looked at her and didn't acknowledge her." And it was really, really an innocent situation. I had no idea she was my niece. Now, I know this video may be a little bit sensitive for some people, but it's the truth. It has nothing to do with us. That baby, that child that's born into this world have every right to know their siblings. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what I say, what type of videos I share. Some people is just prone to becoming magnets for foolishness and strife and just wanting to be upset over nothing at all. If it's the truth, wear it, fix it, and move on. Again, we all have responsibility to these children. My sister could have passed on a couple of years ago where she literally had to be resuscitated. Now, suppose we didn't have that opportunity. Suppose we did not have that opportunity to have a conversation prior to her going into surgery, which was an extremely difficult surgery. She almost lost her life, but thank God I had that opportunity. We had that opportunity to clear up some things. So again, was this fair to her? Was it fair to me that our parents chose to get into some things that maybe they shouldn't have, and I was created, I could speak about it because I am a child born out of a situation with my mother being involved with someone else's husband. She was a young woman. She got herself caught up into a situation, and I'm here now. What else could we do? Are we supposed to just, is that child supposed to be thrown away and cast away as if he or she does not exist? It gotten to the point to where I knew I had to be extremely careful of who I dated in the city that I lived in, particularly in the area that I am from, because so many people are related to me. It's sad to say. So just remember, although, yes, I do have some family members from my father's side that have embraced me, and I appreciate them so much for it. But knowing your family and having a relationship with them are two totally different things. I know many of them, but have zero relationship with them. So was it ever fair to me? Everyone deserves to know where we came from. Every single person that is born into this world have that right to know who they are and who we came from. So take this into consideration. It's not to throw shade once again. All of my videos are just to enlighten and encourage. So please like it, share it once again, and subscribe to my page. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great afternoon. Bye for now.